Hello, fans of Thomason Boys Cross Country, or maybe it's fans of just Thomason Sports. You want to know how the cross country did this year, and that's what I'm going to tell you. Going to be welcome to the season recap and awards show for Thomason Boys Cross Country. It was quite a year. We were delighted that we could have a season, as a matter of fact, after losing the tail end of the winter season last year and all of the spring season. When they told us that we would be able to compete this year, we were pretty delighted. It's a little different. It's way different. No invitationals, a bunch of dual meets. We had Wolcott Tech rejoin us for a season. I don't know if you guys are old enough, you remember when Wolcott Tech was one of our 11 schools. Now we're down to 9 because Lewis Mills is also gone. But anyway, a cross-country team is 7 varsity runners. You can have as many as you want run in a meet, but 7 of them count as varsity. That's all we had was 7. A lot of smaller teams this year around the league and probably around the state. So it was battle, but we did really, really well. We were led by our 2 senior captains. Did a wonderful job. Joe Buchanan and Keegan Daigle. They upheld the Thomason tradition, I guess, of working hard and having fun. At the same time, it's kind of the way we do things. So we started the season off, and we were a pretty young team. We had Joe and Keegan were our seniors, and then no one else on the team was more than a sophomore. Connor Foss and Keon Reyes and were sophomores. And then we had Josh D'Alessio, Tyler Laporta, and Ian Lavertu in as our freshmen this year. So started to compete, and lo and behold, we were pretty good. Some of us had done some summer running, came in pretty good shape. Joe in particular, and he started winning some races for us, and the team just competed really well. We ended the season with losses to Northwestern, Gilbert, Nonawag. That might be it. Up 6-3, which is good. And then we headed off to the Berkshire League Championship. Berkshire League Championship was what it was all about. It was kind of like the state championship too. We found out they were going to name the all-state team from how the athletes performed at BLs. There was not going to be a state championship this year, so BLs was everything for us. And on BL day, boys brought it. I was amazed at their performance. It's rare when everyone runs well, or pretty much everyone runs well. Usually you have some ups and downs, but these guys ran fantastic. We were only allowed to have 5 people in the race because we weren't only allowed to have 50 total in the race, 10 teams, and that's 5 per team. So we ran 5 and we scored 4, which is not the normal way. And as it turned out, Joe finished 3rd and Connor Foss 9th. And they were both named Berkshire League All-Stars. Joe was also, by his placement, earned all-state recognition. Keegan finished with a second team BL. Nice job. His best race ever. And Keon also had his best race ever. To round out our scoring, Josh, solid in fifth, is our fifth runner, and we almost pulled off a second place. We actually tied for second, but lost on the tiebreaker. But that's okay. We ran phenomenally well. So it's it was a memorable season, and it was also a pretty successful season when we look back on it. We can be proud. Anyway, so as I said, everybody on this team really performed really well. But the coaches awards that I have chosen, I should say we have chosen, because I don't want to leave out, and I must give my thanks to my my new assistant coach, Coach K. He's not from Duke. He's actually from Thomaston. So he was a welcome and fitting addition to our team as he brought enthusiasm and talent running with the team. So we discussed it, and we pretty much agreed on the coaches awards for this, and they will go to our two captains. And I'll say a word or two. First I'll talk about Joe, and Joe kind of worked his butt off over the COVID period and turned himself into a pretty darn good cross-country runner. So hats off to him. And I really appreciate that, because we need examples like that. Say this is the way it works. You work hard, and you receive the fruits of your labors, basically. And he did. He was right in the thick of it for the league championship, and ended up third. I think he's about 15 seconds off the leader, but fantastic season for him. As I said, virtually all-star, all-state. Congratulations to Joe. Then we had Keegan, and Keegan performed very well as far as athletically, but I also think that Keegan just brought what's needed on the team for chemistry. He a little lighthearted, a little more lighthearted, and always got the boom box going, and so both second team all-star is nothing to sneeze at, but the chemistry, I think, is his big addition, and we'll miss him and Joe. And I hear Keon has already got a new speaker ready for next year, and we'll be ready for that, and hopefully we'll retool, and people will be working over the summer, and we'll have a pretty competitive team next fall as well. So congratulations to our entire team, especially Keegan and Joe. Best of luck to you guys, and that's the season.